Leeds United, former Kings of England, 1992 First Division champions under Howard Wilkinson, the last English manager to conquer the top flight. Champions League semis in 2001, Ellen Road roared with excitement, but the fall was brutal. Financial collapse, relegated to League One in 2007, Premier League heartbreak in 2023, playoff agony in 24. But in 2025, finally stormed back into the Prem with promotion. Now, 11 points from 11 games. Relegation risk looming large. Manager Fake under fire as transfers in the name of Bijol, Okafor and Calvert-Lewin are underperforming. Next games, Villa, Man City, Chelsea and Liverpool. I see no chance for Fake surviving this, so let's get to work. And because I don't think Daniel Fake will be surviving, I'm just gonna pretend like Fake has already lost those 4 games coming up and choose a different coach. Look, I'm not trying to be harsh for no reason, but the facts are these. We are looking at Leeds United just 1 point away from the relegation zone. West Ham and Nottingham Forest are down there, who I don't expect to see there for too long. I think they have better squads than Leeds United. And for that reason, a couple of losses, maybe one draw out of those games, still Leeds United will be in that relegation zone by, what, the second week of December? Let me tell you, they're doing this on purpose. They are not firing Fake because they are basically just waiting it out, knowing that they probably will lose most of these games. And by the time the Liverpool game is done, they're going to appoint a new manager within just 1 or 2 days because they will be preparing this for a long time now. So the starting 11 of Leeds United basically looks like this. Calvert-Lewin up top, Okafor on the left-hand side. 2 signings that just haven't worked out. Calvert-Lewin had a certain moment where it looked like, oh, he's scoring goals. But now he has a massive goal drought. In terms of average rating, we're looking at Stach and Longstaff and also Rodon performing quite well for this team. Perry is a great goalkeeper to have for us. 27 years old. He has some potential still in him to become an even higher rated goalkeeper. But other new signings like Bijol haven't really worked out. Demecha has scored 2 goals for them this season, if I'm not mistaken, in the Premier League. But let me tell you, this guy constantly got injured in Germany at Wolfsburg. Hence why he probably looked for a new move to a different country. But when I look at this team, it just screams relegation to me. I'm sorry, Leeds fans. I have nothing against you. I actually really like you. This is one of the first English teams I had ever heard of back when I was a young child in Turkey. But hey, here we are with 33.4 million, and I'm telling you, that January transfer window is going to be so important for me. I want to save this club, and with this money, hopefully we can do that. And straight away, I dove into the rumor mill, and we're looking at Leeds United, who are showing interest in AZ Alkmaar striker Troy Parrott, who scored a hat-trick against Hungary, especially the 96th minute goal. I think everyone saw that. For once, international football was actually interesting again. I like it when it's high stakes. I don't like it when it's boring group games, but that's just me. We're going after him. Now we made it to the January transfer window, and as predicted, Leeds United fell into the relegation zone. A former Tottenham wonder kid, first in the Eredivisie, scored 17 goals for Excelsior, then moved over to AZ Alkmaar, where in 61 games he has scored 33, and this season alone has 6 in 6 games. Troy Parrott is now coming back into the Premier League with a vengeance, and I'm sorry, but there's absolutely no way I'm using Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Lads, he's gone. He's gone straight away. It was a nice experiment that they tried, but let's be real, it's nothing for the long term. Troy Parrott now comes in. He saved Ireland, and he might as well save Leeds United. 23 years old, some really nice stats on him. 6'1", finesse shot play style on him. This guy's been around in the game for such a long time, it feels like he should be way older. But Parrott, you are now part of the starting 11. Okafor, by the way, I changed to a left wing. He jumped up to a 78 and now has grown to a 79 rating. So we'll see how that one goes for us. But Calvert-Lewin out, Parrott in. I'm also seeing the news that PSV Eindhoven's Saibari is being wanted by Aston Villa and Leeds. This man has 10 goals in 15 matches. I've seen him play a couple of times. Extremely talented, great dribbler, has some physicality on him as well because he's not the shortest of players. And I truly believe in this squad, he could do some numbers, but that would mean someone like Longstaff would have to drop out, or he would have to drop into the CDM position for us so that Stach and Longstaff can be there. However, that also means Ampadu will have to drop out unless I drop Ampadu down to the centre-back position, which is something I'm open to doing because Leeds United have conceded 20 goals so far this season in the Premier League. And that could maybe help. It's going to be tough to convince Saibari to move from PSV Eindhoven, who keep qualifying for European football, to Leeds United, who might just be going down. But hey, Premier League money can do anything to a man. So he now joins into our team for 33.4 million. And actually, to make this deal happen, I had to sell a bunch of players, which I'll show you in just a second. 81 rated, center attacking midfielder. Now comes into this team, and I'm hoping he can be the savior of this squad. Now, at the moment, Tanaka is higher rated than Longstaff as a CDM, so I'm going to put him in there, but hoping that Longstaff can fight his way back into the starting 11. But most importantly, now with Saibari, Parrott, and also the growth of Okafor, hopefully this team can do better and get us out of the relegation zone. I'm going to be jumping into a game to help them do so. Our opponents, Burnley, are sat deep in the relegation zone. Let's face them to make sure we are not in there. The relegation battle is on. 27 minutes in. Okafor inside, and I don't know how Parrott missed that, but I believe he was offside anyways. Here goes Saibari over to Aronson. 50th minute, we do take the lead against Burnley, and that's exactly what I needed to see in this matchup. We should be better. Parrott, Saibari, Parrott through again. Our new striker is taking us 2 ahead of Burnley and gives us a nice celebration. That's first game in, first victory, hopefully out of the relegation zone. And with that victory and way more, we pulled it off. Leeds United, 47 points, 13th in the league. And as we go down, West Ham, Wolves and Burnley are getting relegated. Something that we just had to avoid, that I honestly don't know if Leeds United can avoid in real life. If you're a Leeds United fan, please let me know in the comments down below. If I'm getting any of the info wrong, I'm happy to read and be corrected. One issue is that we have a bunch of players leaving without us getting a fee out of it. Melier is leaving. The goalkeeper that at one point was like one of the most exciting young goalkeepers in football. Then his career kind of took a downturn. He's not necessarily playing anymore. And then also Sam Biram is going to be leaving us too. Some interesting stuff, however. Largi Ramazani, a part of Leeds United, is out on loan, has gone up to a 76. And Joseph, a very talented player out on loan at Mallorca, has gone up to a 74 by now. Verba could be coming back as well, someone that we can sell on for a decent amount of money. Oh, and also Joe Gellard, up to a 73. Since we've made some changes to the squad, a lot of players requested transfers, and I just had to sell a bunch of them. Mecha, Struik, Ramazani, Piro, Verba, Justin, Gellard, and crew. Specifically, the ones that have requested a transfer were Mecha and Pascal Struik. The other ones I've chosen to sell myself. Actually, him as well. He requested a transfer too. But this way, we have now taken our budget all the way up to 100 million for the new season. That amount is insane because we started with 40. As a club like Leeds United, you have to always look out for some new talents. Haj Musa from Feyenoord is someone that caught my eye. So far has 5 goal contributions for Feyenoord, and he is a right winger. Coming in for 22.5 million, Anis Haj Musa is his name. And now he walks in at a rating of 78. Aronson, I personally never really enjoyed him as a player. I don't know how he's doing these days. I just remember how he was in Germany specifically, but I think he played for Union Berlin, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, here's competition for you. Haj Musa comes in now, 24 years old, Algerian right wing who's left-footed. We're getting Mahrez vibes right there, not wives. And then he's 82 pace. He has 73 shooting, 84 dribbling, 5-star skiller with 4 play styles. where one of them is Trickster. Hopefully, he can get the Trickster Plus at some point, which would be amazing. But this guy seems pretty special, which has me excited about the combination of Haj Musa and Saibari, and also Parrot. That has now become an Eredivisie triangle. Time to raid some other smaller leagues. Heze is now joining us, an Argentine center defensive midfielder currently playing for Olympiacos in Greece. I believe he's at the moment out with an injury, but comes in for 26.4 million. Leeds United making a big contribution there, as he is actually going to be a big player for us. An 80 rated CDM. Was it Argentina or was it actually Uruguay? It's Argentina. So he now comes in for Tanaka. Tanaka becomes a backup. Same for Longstaff. Nothing against those players, but we're trying to upgrade the future of this team. And Gnonto, man, I remember what a talent he was at a certain stage of his career, but I'm not hearing anything about Gnonto anymore. Can you guys let me know? Because he was so good that he moved up into the Italian national team and all that. Looked quite interesting, but nothing happened ever after. But here we go. As now comes in. 24 years old, right-footed, really good defensive stats, 6 foot tall, 3 very good play styles for a CDM specifically, possibly perfect. So building him up is going to be crucial. And one thing I'm really enjoying right now, a lot of the players that we're bringing in, Eze is 24, Saibari and Parrot are 24, 25, Haj Musa is 24 as well, Okafor is just 26. We're bringing in a good age group into this team. Now we're going to test ourselves against Everton, as they seem to be the right level to see our strength against. And here it begins. Off we go with Haj Musa, ruining people's careers and then finding the man in the center. Please rewind it if you haven't. He is ridiculous. This was the first time I used him, and I gotta tell you, Haj Musa throughout this entire rebuild, I feel like he's gonna be my favorite player. Off we go. Perry making a good save there to keep us 1-0 ahead. However, some nice movement from Everton. Great cross and a good header brings them back into it. Parrot, though, he had different plans. He sees Haj Musa, and this time he will score himself 1 assist, 1 goal from the Algerian right wing, who is truly a magician. And with that, we pick up 3 points against a decent opponent. We have made incremental progress. We're looking at the 11th position this season with 54 points, only -1 on the goal difference. And that shows me this next season, we need to be doing better in our defensive work. So for that, we need to have a strong defense in general. Right now, Ampadu is at that 78. Rodon is stuck at that 77. Gudmundsson and Bogle have gone up a little bit better. I like that. Perry has gone up to a 84. Heze has gone up to an 83. Now, the attack, I'm absolutely loving. Now, Okafor, I'm not convinced yet. In terms of gameplay, he doesn't feel too strong to me. But Saibari, Parrot, and Haj Musa, especially Haj Musa, as you've seen from that goal, they feel incredible. So I'm very excited about this team as things stand. Now, what I also like is that Joseph has gone up to a 77 rating. He's going to be a great backup for Parrot. Aronson is going to be very good for the wing. I'm probably going to turn Gnonto into a left wing and have him as a supporter for that left wing position. Currently, Okafor, okay, in terms of simulations, 21-5 from him, which is great. Maybe that brings us in a good offer for him. I'm, again, not 100% convinced of him at the moment. Parrot, 17-3. Haj Musa, first season, 23 goal contributions. I like that. I'm literally turning this guy into Al Mahrez. We are given about 100 million in a new season. Don't you feel like it's getting a bit chilly outside? I might need, what's it called? A jacket. Yes. Please don't thumbs down the video. He comes in now, our new number 5. Lads, this is a French centre-back walking into our squad for 26 million. We just had to make that investment for the future right now, and I'm very happy that we did. We need to improve our defensive output. 80 rated. Rodon has gone up by +1, but I think Bijan has been playing this whole time because he was already on a 78. Anyways, this man now walks in and will take over that left centre-back position for me. Ampadu will be a great backup for many positions for us. I'm probably going to turn him into CDM. But Jacket comes in, 6'2", good pace, amazing physicality, no play styles. but that's okay. This guy can be very special for us down the line, and even right now. Next up to the team is Quaresma. Not the one playing right wing and doing the trivelas. This is the centre-back from Sporting, now joining into a Premier League club around the mid-table. Vijol is finally gone, 12 million on top of this for an 80 rated centre-back. So Rodon now goes down onto the bench as well. So I think that's pretty fine. We need to work to bring even more talent in and take this team even further down the line. But Quaresma actually has 88 pace, 81 defending, 78 physicality. He has 3 very good play styles as well. Now our defense is looking much better. I highly doubt that we will have a negative defensive record or goal difference this season. And that's very, very important to me. Now, I'm probably going to be selling Okafor because I'm just not convinced. Even when he was at Salzburg, yes, he had certain good moments throughout his career over there. He did really well. Got his move to AC Milan and all that. But I don't know, man. It just doesn't sit right with me. I don't think he's going to be that guy, even though he was for us last season, statistically speaking. Next up for the left wing is Kathleen for me. This is another player that plays in the Eredivisie. Why? Because it has worked for us so far. Why not just continue bringing in players from there? 22 million we had to pay for this man to walk through the doors of our club at a rating of 79. Just one behind Okafor, who is now going to be replaced by this man right here, who has amazing pace, good shooting, great dribbling, 5'9", whipped pass and technical on him as well, which could be very, very useful. Now I feel like this team looks pretty special. Let's see if we can take Leeds United into Conference League football. That would be something I would love to see this season. Now we're stepping up against the big boys, Manchester United. Let's see how we stack up against them. The game begins with United on the ball. Early on, it is Dorgu just doing skill moves and sending me to the shops. I thought he was going to cut over to one side. He just went straight. Saibari, though, tries to get us back as soon as possible. Lamens was a tough one to get past, especially right here as we go for the bicycle kick with Troy Parrott, but nothing works. United getting more and more confident, and Mbuemo, a ridiculous volley goal. 2-0 down to United right now, and this needed us to show character, and that's exactly what we have done. Kathleen, top right corner, picks up the ball and says, let's go, let's do this again. Saibari sees Parrott making that run. He's not offside. Dorgu actually made sure he wasn't, and he just slots it bottom right corner. No power, just accuracy. However, United, late into the game, they get a chance right here, and they shoot. But Perry makes the save, and with that, we get ourselves a nice comeback draw against a strong Manchester United side. In that game, we showed what we're about. We didn't give up, and we picked up Champions League football just ahead of Manchester United. This is something I didn't expect. I absolutely love the fact that we have pulled this off. Obviously, Leeds United and Manchester United really hate each other, so this is even more important to me. Now, goal difference-wise, we are on 16, which is something I wanted to see. Top scorer, well, as we go down the list, we see Parrott on 16. I'm okay with that. With the assist, Saibari on 12. Good job. The changes we have made have definitely helped. Kathleen up to an 81. Now Okafor is gone. I sold him to Newcastle United for 35 million, by the way. Parrott 83. Musa on 84. Saibari 86. Both CDMs now on an 84. Really impressive. Jacket has gone up by +2. Quaresma by +4. Bogle keeps going up. I love that for him. Perry has gone up to an 86, and even the bench looks really solid, which is something I love. So I'm very satisfied with how this Leeds United team is looking at the moment. But now that we're playing Champions League football, we're getting even more money. And when I look at the starting 11, I see one position where we could maybe make an improvement. Now they have given us 150 million, basically. And so for the left-back position, I'm going for El Hadji Diouf. I'm a huge fan of this player, stuck at West Ham right now. We are a Champions League club. This made sense. Diouf, welcome to the team. Actually, seems like he's moved over to Besiktas. We have given them Gudmundsson plus 18 million. That is a great deal in my eyes, and he comes in at a rating of 82. I cannot wait to have him on that left-hand side for us. That's going to be such an exciting player to have. 86 pace, good defending, good physicality, 6 foot tall. No play styles is an absolute joke. I'm fully assuming someday soon he's going to get a bunch of them. So, Diouf, welcome to our team. I hope you're going to help us maybe stay in the Champions League and achieve something great. Now Leeds United are finally competing for a trophy again. It might not be the Premier League, but it's the FA Cup. And for me, this was important. Diouf, first game in, he is just sprinting away from people. Saibari is through 1-0. It all started with Diouf in that left back position. He carried the ball all the way from defense into attack. And then Saibari finds Parrott. Parrott could make it too, and that's exactly what he does. Liverpool could be down and out already. The Boniface celebration to top it off. But Salah finds Ekitike, and Ekitike somehow finds the near post. I don't know how he pulled that off. A crucial moment right before half-time as Liverpool just keep going. But Haj Musa is now through. He could make it 3, and that is exactly what he's going to do. We are taking the 2-goal lead again, not allowing Liverpool to get their hopes up. Haj Musa with his first goal in the FA Cup this season. Wirtz, Isak, he just sprints past my people. And Ekitike is a problem. He gets his second goal. There is now the 90th minute attack. It is Ekitike again. He loses it. Somehow it drops in front of Musa, who passes it to Isak. It's 3-3 and we go into extra time. Joseph now subbed on into the game. Gnonto as well. Gnonto back to Joseph. He cuts across from the bench of Leeds United to the victory in the FA Cup. 2 appearances, 2 goals for Joseph. He is the super sub today. That gives me Dwight Gale vibes from back in the day in my Crystal Palace career mode as we lift the FA Cup. We didn't just take away that trophy from Liverpool. We took away Champions League football from them as they finished 5th with 67 points as well. 1 point behind us is also Chelsea and Brighton. So we are very lucky to be part of the top 4 once again. Champions League football is coming Leeds United's way as Spurs win the title. Very interesting. Troy Parrott, 21 goals, part of the top scorers, and for the assists, Kathleen and Musa. The squad itself, well, it is a Champions League level squad. I mean, wow, the growth in some of these players has been exceptional. The lowest rating is Bogle and Jacket right now. And for the rest of the squad, I mean, the bench players, pretty good. I love the fact that we had such a good bench to start off with. And Joseph stepped up big time for us, which I love to see. So going into the individual stats one more time right here, we're going to be seeing some good numbers. Parrott, 48 goal contributions in 60 games. Kathleen has a bunch of them as well. Comes up with, I think that's 43. We have Haj Musa coming in with 40 down that right-hand side, and Saibari with 29. Either way, in the Champions League, right next to me, you can see we had only lost against Manchester City in the quarterfinals. So we're getting there. For some reason, we find ourselves in the Europa League finale. So that means somehow we didn't qualify for the Champions League. But I'll take this. Let's take on Liverpool again. Last time it was a devastating loss for them in extra time. Haj Musa ruining people's lives, and Alisson stepping up for Liverpool to make sure he doesn't score. Haj Musa goes again. Beautiful. This time he passes it. Kathleen, you have to score that. Alisson with 2 game-changing saves. 51st minute. Ekitike through once more, and I just cannot stop this man. Ekitike just blasts it in, and here goes Eze. Our CDM now says, I'm gonna help my team, and that's exactly what he tries to do. Alisson makes his 3rd 1v1 save. It's getting ridiculous right now as Gakpo finds Ekitike inside. Wirtz is through. It's 2-0. I thought we had a chance. We should have scored 3 goals by now. Saibari, can we make it happen again? Parrott, great touch. He gets it. 2-1. 86th minute. Is there a chance? Yes, there is. Parrott now goes for Haj Musa. Haj Musa pass into Saibari. Back to Musa again. 92nd minute. Liverpool are experiencing great failure once again. And this takes us into penalties. It's 5-5. Everyone scored. Haji Musa misses his penalty. Perry needs to save this for us to get another chance, and that's exactly what we do. Gravenberch misses. Ekitike misses. No, it's Musa as Perry picks up his second save and the victory for Leeds United. Absolute mayhem as we do win the Europa League title after beating them to the FA Cup. Sadly, that's the only trophy we're winning, because in the Premier League, we still haven't been able to pull it off. Manchester City are still too strong. I need someone to buy Haaland off of them, but Rio Ngamua is doing incredible for Arsenal. Interesting. Our top scorer is, of course, once again Parrott. In terms of assists, Saibari and Kathleen being involved right there. And I gotta say, I don't know why the hell I dropped out of the Champions League, because there's no way to drop into the Europa League from the Champions League once you qualified for it, right? That used to be the old way. But when we go over into the last season, where did I finish? I finished 4th. So why did I go ahead and play the Europa League? I still don't get it. Let me just double check actually. Let's go over into the Champions League phase here. And we straight away started with Europa League. I don't get it. Why? Anyways, I didn't make any signings despite all the money that we had. I absolutely love Haj Musa. Such a sick and fun player to use. Possibly the most fun player I've used on FC26 so far. But the rest of the team is incredible. I love this squad that we have built. And Perry, thank you for those penalty saves. Now, it's time to win the Prem and maybe the Champions League. Things have escalated somewhat quickly. We have won the Premier League with 106 points. Only 2 losses and a draw. Absolutely insane record from the team. When we look at the top goal scorer, Haj Musa, 30 goals in the Premier League alone. Parrott comes up with 22. In terms of assists, Saibari on 15, Haj Musa on 11. The FA Cup, nope. Carabao Cup, maybe, nope. We still haven't won any of these, but guess what? Champions League finalists against PSG. Very, very impressive. In the semi-finals, we got past Manchester City, and before that, it was Atletico Madrid. So, Leeds United, you are now back in the Champions League finale that back then you had lost. This is your second chance, and what the hell happened there? Where's Stach? Oh no, someone bought Stach. Someone triggered his release clause. Tanaka is now going to come in and take over that position. That's something I didn't realize happened at all. And that is somewhat of a hit. That is a big miss. But the team itself, mate, it's incredible. Everyone is above the 90, nearly. Actually, defenders 89 is like the average rating there. But still, very, very happy to see what's been going on with the team. 46 and 16 from Haj Musa. I'm telling you, bro, he's the most fun player I've used in this game. Saibari, 24 and 24. Yeah, we got a ridiculous team. Even Diouf comes up with 19 goal contributions from left back. Obviously, PSG is going to be coming in with quite a strong team. Pacho is their captain. Tanaka is ours. Hopefully, our Japanese midfielder, the original of Leeds United, will be the one to lift the trophy and hopefully can cope with that position at the age of 32. Oh, whoa. That's some incredible football. Quaradona. It's 1-0 PSG. We are losing already. This is not the start we wanted. He has 8 goals in the Champions League. Kathleen with the cross in. Parrott, yes! The straight comeback. 16 minutes in. Troy Parrott, the Irish hero. Can he do it over and over again for us in this finale? Ooh, that's a nice pass. Alexander Isak over to Geoffroy. Oh, Isak gets it back. It's 2-1. Before half-time, the former Liverpool striker scores against us, and he was the one that played against us multiple times. Probably has a trauma from losing against Leeds United. But now, he is back scoring. 11 in the Champions League. Nice, Haj Musa. Lovely pass. Troy, Heze, yes! Again, the straight answer from Leeds United. We're not gonna let you get away with it. Let's go. This is dangerous. Maradona down the right. Tackle goes absolutely nowhere. What is happening here? We just about stopped them with Quaresma. And off we go with Heze now. Haj Musa is open down the right. He's gonna look for the pass. And here we go. Saibari finds Troy Barrett. Back into Saibari. The finish to take the lead. Finally, Leeds United are going 1 goal ahead. Ismail Saibari linked to Leeds United. Get him now. Thank you, Tanaka. Eze. Parrott just holding off the opponents. Down the left goes Saibari. Saibari to Kathleen. It's Kathleen again. Saibari cuts across. Goes past people. And the pass just ends up in front of Parrott's feet. How the hell did I not score that, man? Oh, that was dirty from Musa. Over to Heze again. And it's 4-2 for Leeds United. Eze, what a legend from CDM. 2 goals in the Champions League finale. Oh, Isak. Wow, it's 4-3. What the hell is this game? How the hell is he making that happen? Maradona stopped by Bogle. Yes, last minute attempt from PSG has been shot down. The Champions League belongs to Leeds United. First they failed in 2001, I think, and now they have gotten it done. So that means Leeds United gets to put 2 big, massive trophies on top of the bus. The double winners have pulled off some great moments throughout this rebuild. Thank you guys so much for watching this one. Leeds United, gonna be a tough one not to get relegated. The January transfer window is possibly gonna be one of the most important of your past, I don't know how many years. But Leeds, you pulled it off for now. You have a bright future ahead if you just get it right. Get Saibari, get Haj Musa. Take care, guys, and peace.